Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. In this video, the title gives it all away. You're going to see probably the most, how can I put this? Kid in a candy store. Well, actually, no. A lot of kids in one candy store with one Snickers bar in it. That's right next to a Twix bar. More like Reese's. There you go. Snickers and Reese's are right next to each other. There's a bunch of really, not really obese, but out of shape, like 10-year-olds who just came back from training camp or whatever. They're all wanting to go to this one store, and that one store has only 2 pieces of candy in it, and they're right next to each other. If you play this game a lot, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't, take a look at the map. You see that? You see that? Time Safe and Barred House are right on top of each other. And so, like flies to honey, what do you think is going to happen? And you see, I got a lucky spot, and I already spotted somebody across the way heading straight this way. So that's one person that we know of that's already heading this way. I spawned at a good area, at a really good area. The Bowl of Death. And you see, the bowl is, well, the half bowl, semicircle bowl, is overwatching that house. The developers knew what they were doing when they were making this map. This area right here is pretty much a golden death trap. If you want to experience death, you come here for like the first maybe 3 to 5 minutes of Fjellkanten, and you want to see some death. Alright, somebody just died just right there. And look, here comes one person. What do you think they're going to do? Gonna go prone and watch both the safes, because they themselves are trying to figure out who all is here. It's way too dangerous for me to go down there, but I'm gonna watch everybody else go down there and see if they get shot. And if they don't get shot, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna shoot the guy that's down there. And I'm gonna take the safes the getaway by not going for them eventually. And remember what I said about death on this map? Yeah, this is the Bowl of Death, or the semicircle Bowl of Death. Somebody else just died right over there. Now, I'm going to say this right now. I love the ZA M76. I do. This weapon is my favorite as I get a freaking VSS. Hallelujah. This weapon is my favorite sniper rifle in the game right now. Yes, even better than a PH M82. I said it. In my opinion, this weapon is better than that because, well, you'll find out. So I'm going to get a little bit overzealous here, and I'm going to try to snipe at dude who was across the ridge. And spoiler alert, it's going to fail. You see I'm tracking him right now with my crosshair, the little dot in the middle of your screen. And there he goes, right? And as he goes prone right there, well, crouch walks, and then I go prone right here thinking I'm going to get a shot. Now, this weapon is a railgun, don't get me wrong. But at long range, I still haven't perfected the skill yet. And he just killed somebody else. Alright, cool. Or somebody just killed him. Now watch what this guy does. The guy who just killed that person. He is not going to sit still. You see what he's doing? He's making it harder for himself to get killed. And he's actually saving his own life right now. And he doesn't even know it. But don't worry. I spot a guy to the left of me. I know. He's over there. I know. That's why I turned my camera. But this guy is nobody's fool. So he's going to do the smart thing and not go prone while looting that body. So instead, as I change targets mentally, I'm going to pull out the VSS, put it on single shot, and try to sneak up to this dude. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to do the exact same thing that the other guy did, because he doesn't. He's going to run down a Bowl of Death, which means this guy who's getting awfully close to me is going to receive 2 hits to his body armor and not his body. What happened right there was he was aiming at the guy running down the hill. Perfect third party scenario. But I interfered before the partying can begin. There were 3 parties there. But I was like, no, you're not going to kill him because I think you are more dangerous than he is. So I'm going to try to take you out first. This ZA is great. It is. But when it hits body armor, I'm pretty sure it takes like 2, if not 3 bullets to take off some body armor. But here, okay, now this is a really important moment. Real important. Remember how I always tell you all to look behind you while you're running? I place a glint down, right? And I want him to think that I'm that glint. But every time I get a clear line of sight of him, he has a clear line of sight of me. So he knows that each glint that I place down is not me aiming at him, because he sees me running away from said glint. And I keep trying to leave ghosts of myself behind, but it's not working out. Due to how the map is actually, designed and whatnot. And yes, I could have placed a glint and then went prone behind the bush. But do you think that guy is a person to aim at glint and shoot at it to try to bait that person out? As soon as he shoots at it, maybe about 3 times, and the glint goes off again, he's going to rush it. And when he rushes it, I'm going to be right there crawling away, thinking he's going to fall for the bait that is his glint. It's not working out. But I do escape. Not due to my own intelligence, but due to him actually trying to go for the safes. It works both ways. The safes can mean death, or it can mean escape. And so, I'm watching, right? There are plenty of other spots anybody can be at watching this half bowl of death. And I'm more paranoid about what surrounds me rather than what's right in front of me. If it was nighttime, then yeah, I would be, more focused on what's in front of me. But this is daytime. Visibility, 101%. And so, I'm going to get overzealous one more time. You see what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to hop into the window. And for that one moment when he hops in the window, I miss a shot. But then I realized I can shoot through wood. But then I also realized once again that that's a pretty, even though the shelter is small in terms of the human eye, it's kind of big in terms of a bullet. There are like literally anywhere he could be at right now. He probably could have already exited that little tiny shelter. And that might just be the case because you heard crows go off. If he's getting shot at, maybe he's running because he has no body armor. I took it off. Or at least I'd like to think I took it off. And so right here, I'm looking once again. Because I'm in the airdrop area. And yes, I do get paranoid because little triangles on ridge lines, they could be people. And I don't want to get surprised. And right here, I'm hearing phantom crawling noises. Yes, you heard me right. Phantom crawling noises. When you crawl and you're in a bush, that bush makes noises. Don't believe me? Check out my audio cues video. Yes, I made one of those. And so, I am going to head like a bull to the color red, straight towards gunshots. Now, where are they at? They could be at an exit. They could be. And that's why I'm waiting up here. And there you go. Now, I'm thinking I have the ZA M76 out right now. Look at the bottom right of your screen. This is a VSS. I didn't switch weapons. Instead, I put it on my back and check my back. Watch my 6. Don't see anything. But this ominous looking piece of land over there near the crashed helicopter. So, what I'm going to see is the guy who I think killed the other dude. What he's going to do is he's going to do this the wrong way. What he's going to do, he's going to check the body. And when I say the wrong way, I'm going to let your imagination do the work until we see it happen. So the airdrop is down, right? Remember that. The airdrop is down. And I keep watching this area because somebody just did get killed over there. And there he is. Prone. Now look, that was a mistake. But look here now. You gotta let that one slide. Both the ZA and the VSS use the same scope. Gotta let me slide now. Come on now. But listen. He's falling for my glints. He's falling for it. He just shot randomly. There's nobody else there. You wanna know how I know there's nobody else there? There's no crows. Why would he be shooting in that direction when there are no crows going off? Because he thinks he sees somebody. Turns out all those glints that I've left behind are actually coming in helpful right now. Now, check this out. This is the downside of being stealthful. You can't be stealthful and quick. Watch how long it takes me to get to that position. And that's only because all it takes is for him to walk to the glint, realize it's a mirror, do a quick 180, and I'm right there. And there goes my life and the VSS that's on my back right now. Well, actually in my hands right now. And you see, I'm crouching up here because I'm expecting to see somebody prone. Expecting. From the sound of that weapon, it sounds like it's something without a scope on it. So at least I have that going for me. He doesn't know it's glint until he walks right up on it. And all the glint that I placed, one was right here, and the other is on the other hill to the south. And now there are crows. So now we know at least 2 people are there. Or it could be me that triggered them. But somebody's coming. You don't hear it yet, but I'm just telling you. Somebody's coming. And when I go prone right here, the battle begins. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and say I know how to aim, because that was terrible. Feel free to say something about it in the comments. That was terrible. But he should have won that. He should have. Because actually no, it was kind of even, but more in his favor. Let me explain why. My whole body is on some height above him. Whole body, right? He had my whole body to shoot at. And he did. He hit me. He took off half my health. But what I seen on him was his head and his head only. So if I was going to hit him at any given point, it was going to be his head. And correct me if I'm wrong, that guy had a carbine. Right? Carbines aren't accurate at all. But I had a VSS, which hits like a truck, number 1. But number 2, it's accurate as hell. So, technically speaking, he had everything going for him except accuracy and height. Because I had accuracy and height, I killed him. Now that does not mean if we get above somebody and you only see their head, you're going to kill them 100% of the time. That's not what that means. You seen I halfway died. And also I messed up that element of surprise I had too. I thought he had 2 ways to turn, left or right. If he turned left, that would have been my ass. I would have been dead. But anyways, I came out alive, not due to my own shooting, but because of one bullet that just so happened to hit his head. Literally, that was a spray and pray moment. Like, it was do or die. Either I did or I died. And so I did. And here I am, taking the underground exit because I don't trust those crows that you've seen flying upwards. We already heard crows one time. Somebody else is back there. And this is how I escaped the encounter that was flies to honey. Now, let this be a lesson to you all as well. If you happen to go for a combo like this, barred house, time safe right next to each other. Actually, I meant to say this earlier. I guarantee you, that red container was in there too. And that's the main reason why I didn't go for it immediately. You seen, I didn't hover over the two safes. Instead, what I did was I tried to find a comm station. But I knew if I were to run to a comm station, then run back, I would have missed everybody who was there. And so I didn't go for it. I did not have it in my brain to go for it. Instead, I had it in my brain to try to thin out the herd, then leave. So let this be a lesson to you all. If you plan to go for a time-safe barred house combo like that, expect somebody. Don't get scared. Expect somebody. Keep your head on a swivel. Prepare your nerves for a fight. Go ahead and pull out your weapon and put it on full auto, because you're going to get into a fight. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.